All right, Alex, feel free to start the recap at any time.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Annals of Levis. Last time, the party
Did you call
headed.
it the Annals?
How do you pronounce it?
Annals.
Annals? I
Yeah.
felt like that's the wrong way to say it.
No,
I
it's literally how everyone says it.
Annals?
Yeah.
Annals? All right.
Unless you're
The
a deviant and you say the Annals of Levis.
That's what I think when I see it. So I'm trying not to.
No.
The Annals. The Annals of Levis. The
Yes.
Annals of Levis. Heretic King. That one, season 2. Um, the party travels south, approaching the oasis that was recommended to us previously. We happened upon celestial writing, which Professor Wildiggle was able to transcribe into enter and proceed to El Barekta.
El
Soon after,
Barekta, city of lights, city of magic.
City of Light, City of Magic.
Actually, no one said that.
Can we also get shotgun marriages there too?
You can get a quickie divorce in El Barekta, but
There you
but it
go.
usually means your spouse is going to be dead.
Ah, there you go. That happens. All right. So while we were thinking about the message, a Hydra emerged from the Oasis and attacked us. It was a tough but quick fight. We took it down, and as we were taking apart the Hydra, we figured, it must be a portal in the Oasis. So, um, I, Taj, sent Tart in, and realizing that he wasn't returning back easily, we pulled him back in with a rope and all went into the Oasis, which has teleported us somewhere else. Or was it a portal? It was a portal. So we're currently traveling.
You're currently being pulled from one destination to another.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are completing this journey, you know what? Let's get some music here. Give me just a second. What's oh I'm passing by all the songs that are cool that we can't use
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
because
Just take one
reasons.
for the team.
Just get copyright struck. Yeah, sure.
I've played all sorts of stuff in my streams and I've never got a strike.
I don't have enough people watching me, I don't think, to report me. But then again, they got the algorithms and they've got AI, you know, delving through your data.
I mean, mostly what it does is mute your video
Here we go.
after the fact.
There's of course a solemn vow by Tabletop Audio.
Okay.
All right, so
Classic.
does anyone want to add on to the recap that Alex gave us?
Aside from the fact that basically everyone decided, hey, Johan's got the right idea. He dove in for him first. Let's all follow him. It's like,
Fearless. Yeah.
yeah, um, questionable, questionable. And you're thinking, wait, why would you guys do that? But that's all right.
All right, so
He had the right idea.
as a group now, you're all getting. It feels like you're getting sucked through, almost like you're getting sucked through a drain. Except that you're no longer wet like you were when you went into the pool. Now you're floating in some sort of magical ether. Will Diggle, an ether not unlike what you have posited before or perhaps thought about, perhaps exists between the heavenly bodies.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It is also cold. You are not freezing, but it is uncomfortably cold. And then suddenly, it feels like you're falling down. Then suddenly, it feels like you're falling up. You feel yourself once again going through water. Then popping up through that water to surface. The first one is Johann.
Mm-hmm.
You guys arrive in the order that you jumped in, which I don't remember anymore. But one by one, you all begin to breach the surface of the water. You look around and see yourself in some sort of
Gift shop.
not a gift shop, but
You said a gift shop.
it definitely looks like some sort. You guys have seen a lot of ruins and temple structures and whatnot out here in ancient Pescia, including you, Will Diggle. This kind of your bread and butter. It feels
Seen in my books at least.
yeah, it feels very much like that. It's very dark. You're floating in the water. You do see some steps that are carved into the side of where this pool is that appear to be leading up out of the pool.
Well, we're still in the title card, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are still on the title card. Hang on just a second. I'm trying to adjust the volume.
Will Diggles is flailing around in the water, having just been drug into the water by somebody. I can't remember who.
Brynjar dragged you.
That bastard.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, give me a second. Since you
Sure
guys
thing.
want to jump to the other map, I have to first of all copy you guys and put you over there, and second of all,
Hide the dragon.
I have to hide various and sundry other things. Hide the dragon. This is a family show, Marbaka. All right.
Yeah, you can find those videos on George's Patreon.
Whoa, 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 hey. Easy. All right. Now I've got to copy you guys. So you are underneath the surface of this edifice here. The stairs that you see leading up are they appear to be leading up to where there's more light. What would you like to do?
Well,
We're still in the title card, right?
Oh shit, hang on. There you go.
Okay. that makes sense.
here we are. Okay.
Will Diggle and Taj, if the two of you would like to make Arcana checks, you may. You may be
Yeah.
able to discern some information.
I would love to. Are we even on the same plane of existence? 35. Starting off strong.
Oh, good lord.
Not bad. Yeah.
I would have preferred that later, but I'll take it now.
Will Diggle, would you also like to make a roll, or?
Did it not roll?
Oh, it just did.
Yeah, it rolled.
All
Well,
right, so you
rolled
rolled a 13. Both of you, Will Diggles and Taj, both of you know that you have experienced some form of planar travel, some sort of planar egress. You're not sure though where exactly you are.
We're definitely not on the material plane anymore.
Yes, Taj, you can tell you're not on the material plane, but you're also not sure where you are. In fact, with that roll that high, you're beginning to believe this place is sort of its own pocket thing.
Taj is going to. So we're out of the water. Like, is
Yes.
this like
Yes.
liquid, or is this like
So the water was underneath here. It's inside, like going down the stairs. If you were to go down these stairs, you would see the pool inside this room. Where that's where the end of the portal was that you guys came up through.
Taj is drying off some of his garb as he's looking out on the landscape as he says,
So, as Taj and Professor Wildiggles
Great.
walk out, give me perception checks.
Oh dear.
"What are those? Watch this. That was fine."
All right. Taj, we'll talk about what you see in here in just a moment. I would like everyone else who is not Wildiggles or Taj to give me perception checks. This is just for hearing.
Okay.
Do they hear us be like eviscerated for stepping out of the water?
Do they hear us getting attacked by the 3 hydras?
Right, the rest of the
There we go.
Hydra was
That's a
supposed
nat
to have
20.
pop out.
All right, so Taj, you hear this. Everybody except Professor Wildiggles hears this. Taj, you see it, however. Now, Johann, Brynjar, Pyre, Morgan, you guys hear guttural yelling and in a bellowing voice, like something huge is shouting out. Morgan, you understand what it's saying. So do you, Wildiggle, if you could hear it. But right now, you can't see or hear what's going on. You're kind of distracted by the wonderment of your current situation. You wonder, how far have you come? Does far even really apply when you're going from one plane to the next?
I'm thinking of Celestial Cartography, mapping of the shifting landscapes of the multiverse by Dr. Lucinda Farrow.
Ah,
Probably,
First
yeah.
edition, obviously.
Marbaka, give yourself a DM inspiration for that.
mhm.
Okay.
No, that was some cool shit you just made up on the fly. I
Yeah.
encourage that. That was good.
To be fair, I didn't make it up. I've been talking to ChatGPT for a while.
Ah.
I have a list.
All right. All right.
You don't want to reveal your sources like that.
I'll be
No, that's
one.
the
I'll be
integrity.
back
You
in
have. He
one
has to
second,
cite
guys.
his sources.
A second.
He's a professor.
Ah,
All right, now Taj, you see
Yes.
this and you hear it, but I think Wildiggle, Pyre didn't roll, so I
Oh.
think Morgan is Morgan's the only.
sorry. Pyre rolled the 13. Let Taj.
Oh,
roll.
okay, I see it now. Okay, yeah.
Sorry
So
about that. I
all right.
rolled the 14.
Okay, so Pyre would hear this as well. Morgan and Pyre hear what sounds like a form of giant screaming at other people to work harder, not smarter. This is accompanied by several cracks of what sounds like a very large whip. Taj, from where you are, you can see down to this level below.
Mm-hmm.
And you see many desert giant juveniles and adolescents represented by their adult counterparts here, because who the hell draws, adolescent giants in D&D?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not as big, obviously, as their
Yeah, they're only large size.
they're only large size, so they're really only about maybe 10 foot tall.
Okay.
Now, the 2 ogres that you see down here that are watching them and cracking whips over their heads, sometimes, Taj, across their backs. And sometimes you can see some of the boys and girls wince out in pain as the lash cuts at their skin from behind. But they are massive. These are the largest ogres you've probably ever seen before. They're roughly the size of those desert giants, and they're each carrying a very sharp, deadly-looking glaive that has on it about 60 feet of chain, and they're also cracking whips.
Goodness.
Well equipped.
They have not seen you yet, Taj.
Taj will duck down to the ground, laying flat, and he's just going to have Tart quickly roll up the stairs a little bit in, I guess, a quick fashion, as fast as he can have Tart go,
Okay.
to hopefully give some idea to everyone else to that stuff is up here.
When Taj passes by Professor Wildiggles, does he make any sort of electronic whooping and chirping like R2D2 or no?
I'll say like Tart like kind of like chitters like
Okay.
in a concerned manner, like a gear is like skipping.
All right.
But Professor Wildiggles hasn't noticed this with his 5 perception.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
not noticing much. In
I'm going to
fact,
have-
Wildiggles is trying not to pass wind right now.
I'm gonna have Art gently run over the gnome to have him lay down prone so he doesn't get
Just gently steamroll the man.
Unhand me!
Professor Wildiggles, do you in fact scream out "unhand me" in this chamber?
No. In this chamber? Is that what you said?
In this chamber.
No.
All right. Do you resist when a turret tries to gently pull you down in his own special manner?
Yeah, I'll say the
Well,
big
Willow's-
dragon just kind of dragon head just like grabs onto like an arm and just kind of like nudges you to like go prone.
Give me an intelligence check, Professor Wildiggle. Just a raw intelligence check. All right,
Nat
so you're not sure what this thing is trying to do. You're pretty sure it's not trying to mate with you, so that's a good thing. But you're not entirely sure what exactly it's trying to get at. But you can tell, at least, that it's trying with your +10 on the intelligence check. You made an intelligence save, not an intelligence check. But
So
that's
Oh,
fine.
is that
Yeah, when you do a ability check, you just roll the ability on the left side, like
Oh, I
literally
didn't
where.
know you could click over there.
Yeah, go ahead and do it again. I'll give you a reroll. You actually rolled a 1. Okay, with a 14, I will say that you're able to determine that this construct would like for you to make yourself less of a visible target, and is trying to get you to crouch down or at least hit the dirt.
It's malfunctioning or something. I don't know. I'll crouch down to amuse it.
All right, the rest of you who have not yet come up those stairs, you see Turret kind of go beside Wildiggle, and you see Wildiggle kind of crouch down.
Morgan will do what he does best and creep up, try and follow.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just walking up?
Morgan's always stealthy. It's a secret. Yes.
Okay, give me a stealth check. All right, yeah. Somewhere, you make less noise than a fly farting across the chamber. As you get up here, Morgan, all you see is Wildiggles and Taj, and you're not close enough to the edge to really see what's going on, to see what Taj sees.
You hold down the floor, Will Diggles.
So, Morgan, from where you are there, over this rise, and you would guess that the outcropping that Taj is laying on and that you are standing on is probably about 20 feet above the lower level below. But you see two massive ogres with nasty looking glaives cracking the whip over desert giant children. This girl turns around and plaintively asks for some water, feeling like she's going to pass out. She is rewarded with a crack of the whip that cuts across her cheek.
Morgan will whisper to Taj. All right, well, this don't look good, but I think this is right what
Yeah.
we're looking for.
Yeah. Can you hear anyone, any more taskmasters, like up north or anything like that?
Morgan will he'll look over the horizon and see if are they relatively alone in this area, or is there larger groups further out?
Give me a perception check, Morgan.
What do I see with my fucking
These.
regular ass eye? 19.
You can tell that there are two more adolescents over here. It looks like they're mining something. And Taj and Morgan, from what you can see from where you are, that's about the same assessment. The kids are working with shovels and pickaxes, and they are looks like they are mining some sort of bluish purplish ore into large carts under the greedy watchful eye of these ogres.
Is there a check I can make to know what they're mining?
Yes, you can. You can make an Arcana check or a nature check.
Stick with Arcana.
So
34.
you're not entirely sure, Tajwala,
Not entirely.
but you would guess that these crystals have some sort of magical properties from the way that you see them glimmer and from other gems that you've experienced that have magical qualities to them. Perhaps they're used to fuel something. Um, Perhaps they're used in rituals. You're not real sure, but you would definitely tell that they're probably being mined to serve some sort of magical use.
All right.
Magic rock candy, just as I thought.
The resources they're mining don't seem natural to anything we would know. Let's we definitely got to stop them here.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough with all the children here.
Yeah.
All they have to do is grab one of them, and we're up a creek.
Yep. Real quick, is this like a stone floor or is this like some kind of like pale ocean?
You can't tell from where you are.
Okay. What goes off in like this direction? Or is it
Um,
just more,
in that
more-
direction, there's a lot of heavy fog.
okay. Neat. Let's see.
But you don't hear anything that sounds like waves or anything like that. You do hear something that sounds like stone scraping up against stone.
Okay. We
And
gotta work-
from where you are, you can also see a tunnel leading down this direction. If you would like to make another perception check, you may.
I would love to. 12.
So, as you're looking down here, you can definitely see large footprints and what look to be people dragging chains and heavy ball weights connected to those chains behind them. You would probably guess that these children are being kept somewhere down in the tunnel down this way.
Right. We definitely can't let them retreat. Okay. Let's see if we can lure one of them over here. Basically most of my spells are AoE effects.
So I just want to point out real quick, only 3 of you are outside of this chamber. The other 3 are
Oh,
still
yeah.
downstairs.
And those ones down there are all the ones in heavy plate armor. So that's on purpose. So they'll be clinking up here. So let's be mindful.
I can
I'll
speak
look for
giant.
Morgan
I can
and
shout
say-
and try and get one of them to come over, but we need more of a plan than that.
Yeah. Well, if they seem to be focused on getting the kids to work, if we can make a sound like maybe one of the kids ran off up here, then that might lure one of them over, and then we can maybe take at least one of them down before, or maybe both of them, depending.
These guys
on
are
how
pretty
good we
big.
can-
The odds of us taking them out quicker. I mean, I know Brynjar he's Brynjar, but still, I don't think we can count on that, especially being able to do it quietly.
Yeah, we'll have to get them both over here, or the kids away. One of the two. All right. Here. I'm going to turn and just kind of army crawl back over here to the professor, saying, "Is he up here now?"
The
Professor,
professor's out of the water. Yeah.
yeah, Professor Wildiggle is up here with you guys. Kind of low to the ground after Turret was kind of trying to hurt him. Is that a good? Is that a good?
Yes, heard him like a corgi.
To be fair, he's always low to the ground.
Yes.
Low
Um,
profile.
the kids are over that rock side with two massive ogres. Um,
Oh
you don't
dear.
happen to have any illusion spells, do you?
Illusion spell. I don't think so.
Oh,
It's been a while since I studied illusion. I'm more
What
of a
kind of wizard
conjurer.
are you? No, just kidding.
a conjurer.
All right.
You don't happen to have vortex warp, do you?
I, uh, well, I mean, I could do it if I wanted to, but you know,
Yeah, same.
Of course.
Same,
Alright,
same.
Okay. Different
I
plan.
could try and talk to him.
I've read the literature, of course, but
We could try and talk to him.
I mean, listen, I can be pretty scary looking. I can convince him that I'm here on behalf of the Doom Lords. Ogres ain't known for being smart.
Yeah.
Wildiggles turns and looks at you and suddenly grows about 4 feet taller. I am not some cheap conjurer. I am not some conjurer of cheap tricks. I'm not trying to rob you. All right, so are Pyre and Brynjar ever coming out, or are they just staying down there? What's the deal on this? On these two?
I guess.
We're
Oh.
Rohan is like he's kind of wondering what's going on because he sees
Let's-
bacon and pot.
Let's go and get them in
Yeah,
on the
Morgan
plan.
will gesture. He'll have a finger over his lips for quiet, and he'll tell them, "Come on, quietly." I know that's tough for you guys, but just
Okay.
don't go too far up these steps. We found what we're looking for. We got
Johan will try to move about at half his speed up these.
You know
up
what?
these
All of you
stairs as
strip
quietly
down
as-
before you come up here. No, I'm kidding.
That'll make even more noise. Yes.
Okay. Well,
So
Yeah,
Johan, you're just
Johan's
walking.
like I guess hearing the fact that he's. Well, Johan. Well, before he's about to walk, and then Morgan told us to strip, so he's like, oh.
No, I should have known you'd take that
So-
literally, Johan. I'm kidding. Quietly, though.
He will. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So Johan will try to move up as quietly as possible to following what Morgan is doing, like basically crouch down and just kind of like do like an army crawl. like,
Are you
basically,
trying to be
or
stealthy?
at least?
Yes or
Yes,
no? All right. Please
Yes, I am.
make your stealth check with disadvantage as you are in plate armor.
Yes, I.
Hey, roll really high.
Okay.
Do me a favor.
And
So
You did what you
that's
rolled
an
in
8.
as Johan is attempting to move quietly, Morgan, he makes a shit ton of noise going up those stone steps.
Yeah. I don't know what I expected, honestly.
Wildiggle and Taj, you hear this tumult.
Clang,
behind you.
clang, clang, clang.
It sounds like some sort of iron golem
Clang,
is coming up the steps behind you.
good God, man.
Well, maybe the hammering will muffle the noise.
The sound of child slavery. We'll make it.
All right, let me make a roll here.
So yeah, they have to beat an 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, they did not get it. They in fact rolled a 3, but I didn't do that publicly because I wanted
Wow.
Suspense. Yeah.
I wanted a little suspense. All right.
Maybe the sound of the mining did cover it
So
up.
where? Yeah. So where exactly would Johan have been after making all that? Like,
You are up here by Morgan.
All right.
Okay.
By some miracle,
So
they
if I
didn't
want to
hear
get
us.
closer, I have to probably.
Now Morgan
Okay.
pointed out.
So
It's
if I wanna
like you
get
can't really see him
closer,
from
I
here.
have to
But we got
just-
two.
Morgan starts drawing a sketch in the sand.
No, I'll just point and be like, listen, we got two big ogres that way, along with most of the giant children, it looks like, and a couple of them out east-ish. I don't know. It doesn't really apply here anymore, but that direction.
Johan, you've fought ogres
And
before.
Johan,
They're very violent in your home country,
Yeah.
and your people usually subject them and use them for forced labor. Hey, look who's
The
here!
heck?
Yeah.
Hey, I told you guys I was
Hey,
in
hey.
town and if I was here.
I
told
know,
you he
I
said
know,
he'd
but
be
then
late.
but then you said you were like, but I should be here.
And he
I'm
is.
hoping.
That's what the
And I'm here.
DMs
Yeah.
hear. Well, I should be here. That's what the DMs hear. That's what they take
And he
away
was
from
right.
all that. All right, so Brynjar.
Well, welcome. We're just about to. Okay. So Johan. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
No, who wants to explain the current situation? I'll let Rick do it.
Yep. I guess
Okay.
as we got out of the portal, we're in a pool of water. Leading out of the pool of water were these steps, and the party is just now, although the louder people are kind of taking their time. Johan's just come up, but Morgan's explained that we have some ogres up ahead.
Oh,
Listen, how about this? We'll do it as if Brynjar is at the bottom of the steps and Morgan's explaining it. Looks like we found the giant children, but there's some ogres looking after them. They look pretty mean, but we're trying to figure out how we're gonna get them out of here without risking a fight. We're in a tough position right now, but try not to
May I
make too
ask
much
a
noise.
question?
They don't know we're here yet.
Morgan of Limetown, may I ask a question?
Of course.
How far down would you say the ogres are from where we are standing?
Downward, about 20 feet, but maybe about 50 feet that way and downward, 20 feet. 85 feet.
But you
Thing.
said we need to create a diversion.
Tosh
I
is like,
didn't say that.
fireball will solve this.
We're thinking about what our approach is going to be. We can try to
I
fight it
played
out,
that
but
card when I was Cal. I can't. I got my fireballing children card already. I can't. You get one. You get one.
trying to figure out how to avoid starting a fight because all they got to do is grab one of these kids and we're up a creek.
To be fair, I don't think they'd even take any damage from it. But like, it's the principle, you know.
This is where we
Marbaka,
find
one
out
of
that
one of the funnest things I ever did as a DM was in campaign 1 for these people. There was a sorcerer in the group, a tiefling sorcerer, and he was tasked with getting this halfling woman to drop out of a marathon race. And his idea to do it was, oh, how about I drop a fireball, kill you and your family?
Yeah.
She
So
had like 11 kids.
now he was part of our game world's criminal underground. He was literally part of like the mob. He answered to a Don Corleone type figure who was actually a very smart person who had their soul put into the body of a bugbear because he had a terminal disease, and so he was going to kill this woman and her children, and I kept having him roll for specific stuff, and it just kept getting worse. Like suddenly, like yeah, there'd be a town guard walking past. Oh, now there's a town guard on the other side of him on the bridge looking over at him. And it just kept snowballing and snowballing until finally, it was like, oh yeah, you see some of her neighbors are out on their porch now smoking their pipes and enjoying the evening. And he's like, fuck. And all the while, they had a genie a contact who was a genie princess that they could communicate with via a broken ring of genie summoning. And I put her in there as an NPC that they could get information from and get minor help from time to time. And so she used to watch them like a TV show through this ring. Like her and all her little genie princess girlfriends would watch them and their adventures. So she was seeing the whole thing, and she was not happy with Cal. That was his name. She was not happy. They eventually had to go to the elemental plane of air and make nice with her, and she made him go to that halfling woman, Sassy Barrel Tap. That was her name. And give her all the platinum he had on him, which was 900 pieces at the time, which was the equivalent of 9,000 gold.
which is a lot of money.
A little less than $1 million if
Yep.
you want. If you consider 1 gold as $100.
Oh yeah, that was I imagine for Cal that was about as easy as cutting off his hand.
I'd rather have given the hand, actually. If she would have offered that, I was like, you can take the hand. I can grow that back. It's no problem. But that hurt my soul. Well, there you go. So you get to kill kids once, and that's I use my
I don't
card.
think that's
So,
how that works. You don't get to kill kids once, but
it's yeah. I don't make rules. I just play them. So that's just how it is.
like Your
So,
Honor, in my defense, you get one. Okay.
everybody gets one. Spider-Man said this. All right. So
Well,
how-
Johan is going to ask. Johan, he's going to ask Morgan, "Is there any way you can help me get closer without making so much noise?"
Considering how much noise you've made walking 10 feet, probably not.
Because I think if I get closer, I think I may have a way of doing the diversion that you may be looking required for. I just need to see.
I
the
don't know if we
position
need a
of the
diversion just yet. What are we thinking, guys? I mean,
Do we need to get there?
I
this-
stick to.
if you wanna big man your way through, then let's do it.
Let's say I'm good at bullshitting. I can try and I speak giant.
Oh,
I
God.
can give it a try.
That sounds like fun.
If we're gonna do some bullshitting, do we have any bullshit assistant tools?
We know a lot about the Dune Lords, and we know a lot about giants.
Anyone have enhance ability?
Whoa, whoa.
I'm insulted first off. I don't
Um,
need.
Let
Petty
me
trick.
take a look. Actually,
Take a look at Pyre.
let's see. What do I got? I think. Let's see. Well, the closest I can do would be blessed.
Nah, that's for saves and attack.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me take a look at something here. Willing creature. Okay.
Pyre has guidance. She can do
Let's
that.
have that one. Yeah. Okay.
So, unless anyone has anything else, Pyre will offer guidance to Morgan, and Morgan, whenever you're ready.
All
right.
Go back down, let her get the guidance, and then come back up.
Brynjar has not done anything yet. Brynjar, would you like to join your friends, or would Pyre like to climb up out of this?
It's a stealth
Oh, I
check.
thought it was on top. I thought it was up top.
It is
So-
no. You're down below. You've just exited the pool. You and Pyre both have not come up the stairs yet. All right.
Is it a stealth check to move 5 feet from here?
It is. It is a from where you are. No, but from where Brynjar is and Plate Mail going up those steps, it's he's gonna have to make a stealth check to see how much noise he made.
Pyre's going to move one
Okay.
space forward, as long as she doesn't need a stealth check, and wait there patiently.
Okay.
Brilliant. Team player.
All right, Brynjar, give me a stealth check at disadvantage because you are in plate armor.
7.
7.
Oof.
So Brynjar winds up making just as much noise, if not maybe a little more, than Johan when Johan tried to come up. Taj, Morgan, or no, Taj and Professor Wildiggle, you see this orc right here. Look up at that ridge in the direction he heard that noise, and he sees people up there. He brings a war horn to his lips.
You can get in there. Go in there now.
Well,
Go bullshitting right
I
now.
postulate that
No,
this is
you're
not
bullshitting.
good.
Yeah,
Get in
Morgan
there.
will try and he'll step forward and he'll say, "All right, Brynjar, Johan, you two scariest looking motherfuckers, stand next to me."
He blows it a second time,
very good.
and
God.
the other ogre looks in your direction as well. They raise their glaives menacingly, and it looks like they're about to try to attack you with those glaives that have 60 feet of chain on them. Let's roll some initiative.
All right.
What do you say, lads?
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh, you know. if we
yeah.
have
Let's
to.
go and do it. Let's do it.
Oh wow, they rolled
All
really well.
right.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. I'm happy with that.
All right.
Someone will have to roll
Oh,
for
eh.
Pyre.
Okay.
Oh, Pyre already. Yeah, okay, somebody rolled for
Yep,
Pyre.
I got
I
it.
think that's everybody now.
Hmm.
All right. So first up is our friends. And what are strangers? They're just friends you haven't made yet, right?
Could be true.
Mm-hmm.
So this one moves up 10 feet. He's holding his glaive up almost like it's a spear. And it's at that point, Morgan, you see him launch this glaive with that long ass chain attached to the end of it, and he hurls it directly at you.
Unfortunate.
14, however, does not hit you, I don't think. So this thing's glaive clatters up against the side of this cliff. Morgan, you would probably guess that the whole point of that thing is to act like a harpoon.
See. Clever.
And then his other friend is going to do the same thing, and he's going to make an attack at Taj.
I'm prone, so he has disadvantage on the range attack.
That's true. You did say you were prone earlier. All right.
Yes, army crawling.
26 does hit you, I think.
It does. I can cast shield, but actually, oh, we don't know how much damage it does. Yeah, I'll take it.
What you don't want
So
to find out.
so this glaive penetrates as you're laying down. It penetrates on your right shoulder. You actually hear bone breaking as this thing enters your body.
Uh-oh.
You take 30 slashing damage. And I need you to make either a strength or athletics check.
I probably should have shielded.
All right, versus the ogre. He
Oh,
will
no.
make an athletics check. Normal at 26. Taj, you are pulled by that length of chain off of this ridge and down onto the ground in front of him.
Oh God.
That's a 20-foot drop, right?
You are prone.
You've been
You
yeeted.
take 2d6. I will roll that for you. 2d6 falling damage.
Awesome.
You take an additional 4 points of falling damage.
Ow. But I'm okay.
Well, until it raises its glaive a second time. Well, let's see. Does he want to raise his glaive or does he want to hit you with his spiked gauntlets? Yeah, we'll say he brings the glaive down on you. As he's wielding this glaive, as he's bringing it down towards you, Taj,
Mm-hmm.
you get the feeling that if there were more of your friends around you, this thing could probably be capable of hitting at least 3 of you in one go.
Oh dear.
31 hits you, I think.
Yeah.
You take an additional 17 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
So you guys can see this. Cal just got yeeted off of the cliff.
Oh my God, Cal!
Not
all
Cal.
The way from,
Not Cal.
all the way
Taj.
from Simmerland.
Taj just got yeeted all the way off that cliff and stabbed a second time. He is how would you say he's looking, Taj?
Ow. Surprised. Mostly. Pain too. Did
Get
it like
yoinked.
hook into him or something? Was there like a hook to the at the end of the glaive or something like that pulled him?
So it's got a curved, the glaive's got like a bit of a curved blade, but it also has a secondary blade on like the very end of it that is more of a piercing,
Yes.
more of a piercing implement.
Lots and lots of blood. Taj is alive and trying to get up right now, but um, yes, very bloody and wet and dirty and everything from laying around the prone. And yeah, so he's not looking great. A backup would be appreciated. Yeah, thank you.
He punched your blood. I'll say he punched your blood 30 feet away from you.
All the blood out.
Yeah.
All right. So that'll end the ogre's turn. This one begins shouting at the giant children. The giant children look a little fearful now, but they also look kind of excited. Like they're wondering if this is somebody, maybe that's come to rescue them. Some of them, however, their eyes tell a different story. They've already had all hope of, or, any kind of inkling of staying positive and hoping above all other things that they might make it out of here alive. They gave up on that long ago, but some of them look hopeful. All right. Next up is Morgan.
Oh, that's me. Let's see. Well, I don't think diplomacy is going to be our option here, all things considered. That being said, we can still have a bit of a dramatic flair here. Morgan will step off of the side here, and as he's falling, I'd like to use my bonus action to activate my ghost walk, so I can
Okay.
fly.
All right. Yeah, that looks metal as fuck.
And my flight speed is only about 10 feet, so I can only get to about here. But I'm, I guess, 20 feet up over this drop.
The giants look a little spooked by that.
Morgan will shout out in giant. He will shout out, pointing to the ogre watchers. He will shout, "Slavers, villains, your life ends today. Your future is a horror story written by your crimes. Justice comes for you." And I will attack them.
And this ogre watcher looks at the other one and goes, "Did he call us whores?"
Call them whores.
because you said their life was a horror story.
It is, yeah.
They're ogres. They're not all that smart. All right.
That's true.
So, what is it you're doing? You're 10 feet in the air.
Yep, I would like to attack this one with my bow, since I have an ally within 10 feet.
All right.
Pew. 18.
18 does not hit this guy.
I will use a luck point. I'll roll again. Boop. 31.
31 does hit that guy.
Okay, guys, their AC is between 18 and 31. We can narrow it down a bit.
Good to know. Good to know.
God damn.
This one right here. He's going to take 8 force damage. But like I said, since I have an ally nearby in Tajwala, I will sneak attack. Hiya! 30 more damage. And since this guy has an ally nearby, I will Phantom Strike. So the first guy takes the 30 damage. The second guy takes 13 damage. As phantoms appear and start stabbing it, appear out of the ground, we'll say, and start slicing at this thing's leg real quick before vanishing. But that is the end of my dramatic turn.
All right. I like to think Taj was down there with a dagger trying to stab a toe or something.
Get him.
During the sneak attack. All right. Next up is Pyre.
I'd say Morgan said this pretty loud, so I think they can know the fight is on.
Yes, Pyre will come to assist.
This ogre definitely looks pleased that all of Taj's friends are there to watch him die.
Is this a drop going from here down to here?
Yeah, it's not 20 feet, it's 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so she'd still go prone if she dropped down.
Yeah, and take 1d6.
That is annoying. Sorry, I'm choosing my words. Ugh, I don't like that bland wording. Do these ogres have do these ogres seem like the desert ogres that we fought before, or are they like regular just big ogres?
They are the biggest ogres you've ever come across before. They're wearing plate armor, partial plate armor, but it also looks like they're just tough enough that I don't know, maybe they add their Constitution modifier to their AC.
Mm,
Damn. Big.
big indeed.
They have
Okay.
keyword big.
Let's see. Taj isn't dead.
No, not yet.
Then he gets double
They'll
hit.
finish him off.
What's the range on this? All right, not far enough. All right, she's just going to do Beacon of Hope for now.
All right.
Oh wait, no, that's not an aura. It's a target on them. Sorry. Not nearly as planned as possible.
If only she was closer to you, she could heal you.
Yes, yeah. You can cast heal, but I don't want to use that now. I'm
If
not
it makes
gonna
you
use
feel any better, I mean, I can maybe target her with the other watcher and drag her off that cliff down to you.
At least I wouldn't be alone down here. I'm just going to have her use. Yeah, let's do this controlled. So this is all like cliff and all that, right?
Yeah.
Going down here. So she'll take the 20 damage and just slide all the way down here, going prone.
2d6, not
Just
20.
leap off of there.
She'll take 6 points of damage, and she will land prone.
Awesome. I think she takes less damage from Heavy Armor Master.
3.
Does the ground
Yeah,
count as
she
a medical
takes-
weapon?
Yeah.
It doesn't specify if you to fall. It just says bludgeoning damage, or I think it says any damage period. Technically.
There you go.
So yeah,
It was piercing or slashing, but yeah, cool. All right,
some of her
takes the-
armor absorbs the brunt of the fall, and the giant children that she lands in front of look very curious about her.
Does she speak giant?
She
She do.
does.
She does. She'll call out. You know what? That's what she'll do for her action. She'll call out in giant and beg the children to run while they while they fight the giants. You want like a persuasion check or something?
Yeah, give me a persuasion check
All right.
with advantage. Oh,
11.
Consistent, if nothing else.
so the kids that are closest to her turn around like they want to run, and then they see the ogres behind them and those giant whips and those sharp glaives, and it just seems like they're terrified.
Okay. She will then just do a bonus action spiritual weapon and throw that down on the one that's attacking Taj. And that's it.
All right. So this one right here,
Yes. Boom.
-8 force damage. Very good.
All right, so the AC is between 18 and 24. We're narrowing it down, guys.
Perfect.
All right. So next, does that end Pyre's turn?
Yes.
Next up is Brynjar. Brynjar, lots of stuff happening. Where are you?
I'm back here.
Normally you're in the thick of things,
Oh, I'm about to be.
but now you're
So-
letting your artificer tank.
Nah. That's going to change right quick. So, bonus action, I'm drinking my potion of speed.
He's doing the meth.
Doing some meth. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my potion of speed. That. Boop. It is gone. So now I should have double movement.
Want some dope? Want some weed? Want some luge? Want some speed?
I also have a +2 AC,
I'm the
and
pusher
I get to
man.
take an extra action on my turn.
Okay.
Now,
How much extra AC do you have?
2.
Okay.
It's like a haste spell, I think.
Yeah.
It is That's exactly what the effects are.
Yep.
We're gonna put a
Um,
boot on you to represent that. It just
you gotta
lasts.
kick
To
ass.
represent the ass kicking that I'm about to deliver.
Yeah.
It lasts for an hour, and it doesn't have a concentration assigned to it, like regular.
Is it an hour or is it
does.
1 minute? Because that seems a long
I
time.
think
No, I think it's
It's-
a minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a minute.
It's a minute in the DMG.
I'd say an
15
hour is
minutes.
pretty
so 10
generous.
10 rounds.
And so now I was trying to do some quick reading, some quick education on long jumping, essentially. And if the sources that I read were correct, I could jump horizontally equal to my strength. Right? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, and you actually have a shit ton of strength.
23. So I should, if I'm correct, be able to jump 23 feet long wise, as long as I have a 10-foot run.
So
at it,
that's
right.
yeah, you're gonna have to. You'll have at least 10 foot here.
Mhm. So
You'll
my
have a
plan.
10-foot run, and then you can leap from that 10 foot, which is right here. This will be where we measure the jump. So you'd be able to get down to here or here. It's up to you. If you go down
So
here, you're gonna suffer 2d6 falling damage. If you do it over here, you'll suffer 1d6.
what if my goal is to land and attack this guy, or attack him before landing?
You
That's kind of the.
you will not be close enough when you land to attack that dude.
Well, okay. So my thought process was to go down here first, and then make the jump.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, you got a lot of movement, so I
Problem
think you
here-
Because I have 60 feet of movement.
Okay, I'll tell you how this is going to go down. Okay,
Okay.
so you can use movement to get here and then jump down. You're going to take 1d6 damage because that's 10 feet.
Okay.
And you're going to. Here's the thing: you're going to fall prone. But if you make an
No,
athletics,
isn't it an athletics check?
yeah, if you make an athletics check for me, and I'm going to make the DC on this one. I'm not going to make it stupidly high, but this is some bullshit. So I am going to make
the party's about to see some shit out of Brynjar they have never seen before.
I'm going to say the DC on this one's going to be a 16.
Okay.
Putting
So
high
don't roll
hopes
like a
in.
1.
And then the goal is to keep that momentum, that running. Maybe do like a combat roll. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you can.
And then
You hit that 16. I'll totally let you combat roll. You're still going to take the damage,
that's fine.
But you'll look really cool.
but you'll look cool and you'll be able to finish jumping down over on that dude or close to that dude
Okay.
if you want to.
So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, and then I don't know how to calculate the downward from right here. So is that
stop right there. Let me
Mhm.
roll the damage. You take 1d6 from the fall. You take 6 damage from the fall, and then make a athletics check for me.
I believe in you.
okay? I actually had 6 temper.
His athletics modifier may actually be most of
My-
most
I'll-
of what
I'm gonna
most
give
of
you
the
a
target
hint.
number. Yeah,
My athletics multiplier is 16, so I
it's
can't.
it's not a multiplier. It's just a modifier. Yeah.
Oh.
So I made
Still,
the
that's really
DC
good.
16.
Pretty full.
There's no way he could even fail. All right.
The
So
ground
yeah,
also takes 6 damage.
you jump down, you land like the Bionic Man, and then what do you do next?
Combat roll out of it. Continue my sprint.
All right.
How much feet of movement do I still have at this point? Is it down?
Well, you
did I do
moved
20?
what? Let's see. You moved.
I was like right here ish to 5.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
have
20.
35 feet.
20. You jump down, so you
Mhm.
haven't moved as of landing there. So you would still have 60 feet of movement from here. You'd have to jump down another 10 feet, so that'd be 25. If you were to
I-
go here, you could jump down to here, but you're also. Go ahead.
So I don't necessarily want to jump down to here. I want to jump to this guy and attack him on my way down.
Well, that's the thing. Where are you going to land? You can't.
On
You
him.
can't. Okay. All right.
In his face.
Well, that's the thing. In his face is not a thing you can stand on. So unless you want to fall prone right next to him, you're going to have to come up with a more reasonable explanation of where it is you're looking to land.
So I guess like basically at his feet and on my way down is going to be when I make an attack.
I mean,
So I'm like,
if you want, I'll say that like like you jump, you arc above him, and you come down, and if you nail your athletics check, and it's going to be higher now that I know you have a 16. It's gonna, and then you're gonna come down like with one foot on his left shoulder and one foot on his right shoulder.
Okay, yeah, let's give it a fucking whirl.
All right.
What's the worst that can
This
happen?
time, your athletics check is gonna be.
Character death.
It's
You overshoot it and fall into the abyss.
it's gonna be a 26. You have to roll at least a 10 to get this.
Okay, all
I
right.
think that's reasonable.
I think so. Let's see if I can pull it off. Oh,
Unfortunately, Brynjar,
wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. There might be some stupid shit I can pull off. Hold on. What's my endowment?
there may
that's the
be
weaker
some
saving
stupid
throws.
shit I can
I can.
pull.
And this
off.
wasn't a saving throw, so I don't think there is any.
No.
Unfortunately.
Make
No.
sure to shout bonsai as you're jumping.
So here's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going to happen, okay? You're going to run down, you throw your body as far as you can, you leap off, you land on this dude momentarily in a way where you could make a strike with your halberd.
Okay. I'll do that.
I will give you that much because I don't want you to look like a complete fool.
I appreciate that.
23 is not bad.
But then you are going to fall prone next to this guy.
And of course, it's like, no! Why do the dice say?
Oh god.
I
So,
can
yeah.
roll that.
Pudding isn't there.
You try to thwack
roll a
him and it,
one?
it rhymes. Yeah, that's a.
Because a
That's-
sentence or
No, that's an
Is it-
automatic
no.
miss. You roll a 1 that you've missed, period. There's no.
That's Great Weapon Master, and that's for the damage rolls, not the attack rolls.
Yeah, modifiers
you're
don't
right.
matter. You roll a natural 1, you're missing.
okay.
So
Well, that's
you
unfortunate.
miss the attack. The broadside of your halberd kind of smacks him up against the temple, and he says, "Ow! What the?" And he reaches up, and then sees you fall down on the ground, right in front of him, next to Taj. You land in Taj's blood.
Oh, lovely.
You and Taj just both laying on the ground looking at each other, I imagine.
You too? Did you get pulled in from the glaive?
No, I chose to be here,
All right. So next
and I
up,
don't have enough movement to stand back up and finish
Oh,
my
you
attacks.
need-
But that's
Don't
okay.
You could
You
actually.
got your don't you got a haste dash or something?
Yeah, with
Oh,
the,
wait,
with the
no.
extra action, you could potentially.
I have the
get
extra
back up.
action. That you're right. So with the extra action, I'm going to choose to stand back up.
You
well,
dash,
that doesn't
and then-
cost you an action. That you do have enough movement left over that you would have had enough to get back up. I'm
Okay.
going to say though, but that between the jumping and the jackassery, which I approve of, and the getting back up after you fell prone after totally whiffing on your athletics check, and rolling a natural 1 on your attack, I am going to say that's all the movement you have.
Okay. Can I finish my attacks?
You can continue to attack.
Okay.
Now
Redemption.
you did use action surge in the last combat.
Correct. I don't have that, so I only have 2 attacks. left.
Okay.
I guess I only have 2 attacks, right?
Only 2.
22 hits.
Okay,
Perfect.
between 18 and 22.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use that as well and heal myself.
For another
Holy
20.
shit. Okay, that put me up.
He
Good.
hits so hard.
And my last attack.
23 also hits for another 27 points of damage.
And I will save my Blood Fury charge. using this
Okay.
time. And
All
that
right.
was my turn.
Next up is Professor Will Diggles. Taj, you will be after him. Be thinking about what you want to do. Johan, you're after Taj. Will Diggles, what are we doing?
Okay, so I have a couple questions.
Yes.
The first is kind of just a reference. I have Misty Step, and I was curious. Let me turn broadcast on. I was curious, like in a situation like this where
Yes.
there's height involved.
Yes.
If I could, I like get all the way there with Misty Step.
So
Even though
you're.
it's like,
I would say that you'd have to come up to the edge here so that you can see down to it, and then you could do it.
but it's not like there's like cosine or something I've got to figure out the
There's no Pythagoras in
angle.
here.
No,
Yeah, Pythagoras.
we try to stay the hell away from math.
Okay, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
The second question is the ground here, particularly down where the giants are. Is this sand, dust, loose dirt, or light gravel?
It looks like it's rock.
Like just solid rock.
Yeah, like rock, like a rocky outcropping. But it's got some grass growing in patches here and there on what appears to be soil. You would guesstimate
Okay.
it's not really deep. It's probably just, accumulated there over how long, who knows. You don't even know where the hell
Okay,
you are.
Okay. I don't have a lot of options right now because it's all my freaking components, but let's see. All right, 5, 10, 15.
Let's say the bar is pretty
20.
low. We've had varied levels of success so far.
I think that's close enough. Hold on.
I believe in you.
I get my measuring tool out here. Yeah. All right, this motherfucker. Hold on just a second.
To an extent, Brew isn't like super like with the whole components thing. Like depending upon what they are.
I'm not.
Yeah, I was fixing to say.
I've never ran into it.
Yeah,
but
but
I've never needed spell components as a battle master.
yeah, I'm about to say, yeah. I've never had him say, "Where's your spell components?" Oh, tell us more about it, fighter.
I think what you think about is confirmation bias.
Okay, here we go. I'm figuring out how to cast stuff too. Okay. I don't know why there's numbers rolling.
It's a setting, but
I am going to
casting Dust
cast
Devil.
Dust Devil.
Yeah,
Little
that sounds
pink.
cool.
Well, it sounds cooler than it actually is, it turns out. I don't have a ping, apparently. I thought I could ping on the map.
You need to
Yeah,
be
you just have
on
to have the
the
little icon selected.
pointer
Just select
tool
icon.
on the left side, the little arrow all the way at the top.
Huh?
Just hold it down. But it's got to be on that arrow.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to cast the Dust Devil like down here on top of this guy.
Okay, so in the range of the children as well.
I mean, it's only a 5. Here, let me pull it.
5 foot cube
It's
of
a
air.
5 foot cube.
All right,
Yeah.
so you're casting it directly on this dude.
Yeah, and the reason I was asking about the soil is it also has an additional like 10-foot obscuration if it's what does it say? I can't read these big paragraphs of text.
I'm gonna rule
Sand,
that
dust,
there's
loose dirt, or light gravel.
that there's.
I'll let you.
I'm gonna say there's really not enough of that to obscure anything here, just because of the way I described it earlier. Rocky outcropping, little patches of soil here and there. Not
That's
really.
fine. And I am casting it at level 7, so it
Okay.
doesn't take any damage until it ends its turn within it, within it, or within 5 feet of it.
Let me see if I can find a spell effect for it. Give me a second.
What is while he's doing that? What is the professor's casting style? Are you casting out of a book, out of a scroll?
He grabs hold of his messenger bag that he's got around his shoulder, and he just kind of clutches that. Oh dear, it's not that big.
All the kids instantly die.
The effect is within 5 feet of it, so it exists within a 5 foot square, but the damage is done if it ends its turn within 5 feet of it.
All right. So you have cast this whirling vortex on top of this giant, who now must make a strength saving throw. I like his choice, his chances.
Reading it strictly, I don't know. It has to end its turn in order to have any effect, I think.
Oh, okay. So he can move next turn.
Yeah, it's
Okay. I got
that's
you.
the downside.
All right, I got you. Okay.
But I'm casting at a level 7, so by my math, that's 5d8 if he takes damage.
It already rolled it ahead. If you look up at the top, see that 15.
Oh, so it's worthless. Okay.
Well,
no,
right.
he
Still
still
sticks
has to.
around.
If he stays there and doesn't move, away from the tornado that just appeared on top of him. Then,
You rolled 2 ones?
yeah.
That happens.
God damn.
I mean,
All
you
right.
saw me roll my one.
Is there
It was
anything
inopportune
else?
time.
Is there anything else, Professor Will Diggles, that you would like to do?
Bonus action. No. That is the end of it.
Taj, you are up next. Would you like to spend half your movement to stand up?
Yes, I would love to do that. So that's what it's like getting roadhog pulled.
You get to bleed your own blood as a free action.
Oh, I've been doing that. I could do that as on other people's turns, like legendary actions. I'm going to have at least. So there is one small thing at least. Johann, Professor, or people. So fun fact: the turret is immune to all conditions. So I'm going to bonus action have Tart wheel on over here, and Tart's just gonna roll down the hill like I guess like those like delivery
Okay.
drone things.
All right. And just kind of bounce
And-
down off the rock.
And
Oh, poor
because
Tart.
and it'll take the 2d6, but since it's immune to all conditions, it's immune to the prone condition. So it just lays flat back onto the tracks.
He takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he falls.
I like to imagine he makes the little R2D2 yell as he goes over the side. Clunk,
Love
clunk,
it.
clunk, 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 and he lands on his little treads.
That is
Wilhelm.
exactly what happens. He'll do his little here first. So 7 temp HP to Pyre, to Morgan, and to Professor Wildiggles.
What happened?
Pyre, Morgan, and Wildiggles get 7 temporary hit points from the Protector. So
Hey,
if you have
nice.
less than 7 temporary hit points, you get that.
Every point counts.
Yes, every point counts. And Taj, now standing here, is going to cry. No.
I mean, that's a legit choice in this situation.
Kelsey's done it many times.
Yeah, crying is a free action. How's these guys' dex saves? I don't think they look very dexterous.
I don't know, Cal. What are they?
I should think not.
5, 10, 15.
These are the gymnast ogres.
So
Very flexible.
where here, I'm going to cast web.
Gonna put on his little spider shooter,
Yeah.
his little web shooter.
So both of those guys at the start of their turn, need to make dexterity saving throws, or they're getting restrained.
They have a trait called Battle Hardened, which gives them advantage on all versus all spells.
Well,
Perfect.
that's pretty nifty.
All right,
Their
so
-1 to dex will appreciate it.
actually,
I don't know what their dex is, but we'll see.
all right, so next up is Johann. Hang on, we can drag a spell
So,
effect. Hang on,
question.
Johann. Hang on. Where is the web? All right, remove that, Taj.
No worries.
You got it. Delete.
Is that accurate? Is that about right?
That is about accurate.
Is it 20? I think it's just 20.
It's a little big, so
We
5 feet.
will shrink it by 5 feet.
Perfect.
All right, very good. All right, Johann.
Okay, so it's it's a question of where I want to position this, because because if I cast it on this one, it would get Taj and Brynjar, and they need all the advantage they can get at this point. But this guy here off by his lonesome, so I'm gonna move 5, 10 down here. Let me see if I've got enough of distance here. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do, and I've been thinking about this, it's a little bit of a risk involved, because I don't want to get the kids. I don't want to get the giant kids with this. I'm going to cast darkness on that on the DC. We get the ogre selected here, the ogre here. But I want a position. But it says on here, it choose a range to fill within a 15-foot radius sphere. So, but I don't. I know it's. So I'll make sure that this guy. I think if I get it like. If I cast on a corner right there, and then see, I want to make sure that like they're. Where hold on, here, one second. Let me show you where I'm measuring out from. So if I get it here, oh, where did it not go? Did it not show up? Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. So if I go it like if I cast it right here, and if like just like so right on the edge of where that thing is. So if you could possibly move that, move this, move that darkness spell over, I think.
Hang on.
Like right.
Hang on. I'm trying to make sure it's big enough. 15-foot radius. It's 5 feet too big.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. And then
All right. Now, where do you want it moved?
we'll move it over move it over top of this ogre, but without hitting any of the giant. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
Okay, and that is a concentration spell. So, have this guy momentarily confused. While and by the way, would I be correct in saying that this over here, this slope is it roughly about the same height as over here, or is it more like, is it a farther jump?
It would still take 20 feet to get down, but you won't suffer.
Okay.
You won't suffer any falling damage. Now, conversely, though, you'll have to make an athletics check to avoid falling. And rolling down. You'll have to make an athletics check to stay on your feet.
But I don't think I can get there if I try to get. Yeah, but I don't think if I got all the way to that point, it's still going to take up all my movement.
It's up to you.
And then
I mean,
15...
D&D is an opportunity cost.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll stop. That'll end my turn right there for the time being.
All right.
No, wait. You know what? I'll risk it for the biscuit. I'll go ahead and try to do the jump from where I'm standing, from over here, to try to see if I can get. No, because I already used my action. Oh. All right, so that will okay. Yeah.
Does that end your turn? I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought
Okay.
I saw.
No, we didn't hear you. We didn't hear you.
Cutting out.
All right, so
I'm.
we're at the start
I'm
now of
cutting it out?
round
Oh,
2.
okay.
At the start of round 2, our friend Mr. Ogre is going to move 5, 10.
Wasn't he webbed?
Well, yeah, he's got to roll to see if he escapes the web.
Yes, dex save.
He does have advantage. Dex save. What's the DC? 18?
18. There's no way.
He is fine.
Aw.
He escapes the web and is able to move. He will move an additional 5 feet out this way. And then this one will also make that saving throw. Likewise is unaffected. Moves this way. And raises that glaive up, smiling down at Brynjar and Taj. This is 0.2. Here we go. All right, so this one is going to, let's see. Yeah, he's going to throw his javelin at Johann. Not his javelin, his glaive.
Oh,
The one on the 60-foot chain.
okay.
Looking for a 24. Gets a 16. He will make his
Shield.
second attack. He doesn't hit you at all, Johann.
Oh, okay.
16 is nowhere close to your AC. You can still cast shield if you want to.
No.
Okay. So he will make his second.
Nah, that's okay. All right.
He will make
I
his.
just saw that. Yeah.
He will make his second attack with the glaive, and he yanks it back with the chain, picks it up again, and hurls it back at Johann. And also misses a second time and pulls the chain back defeatedly. This guy, however, is not going to do as bad, maybe. So
In his last words.
I think he's going to attack Taj first, and then attack Brynjar. Boy, good thing you were able to stand up, Taj.
Yeah.
19, however, misses you.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sentinel feat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as a reaction from him trying to attack Taj, I'm going to get an attack.
Okay.
When a creature, yeah.
Yeah, you can just make your attack roll.
Okay.
19 does hit this guy. 22 points of damage. And as you stick him, he is still swinging that glaive around at you on his first attack.
Sorry, ignore that.
31, I believe, hits you, Brynjar.
Mm-hmm.
So in that same swing where he missed Taj, he manages to hit you. You take 16 points of slashing damage. All right. That was his first attack. Now he will bring that glaive up again, go after Taj one more time.
Sorry, that's Libra.
30 hits, Taj.
That does hit.
All right, Taj. You take 19 slashing.
All right.
And with that same attack, it's arcing towards Brynjar. 20 hits Brynjar. Your AC is currently 22.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
He's
damn.
fast.
All right. Second attack
I
whiffs.
saw it coming this time.
This ogre and this ogre now. You see them reach into pouches hanging off their belts. The very large pouches are wiggling. Taj and Brynjar, you hear what sounds like muffled screaming from these pouches.
Oh, great.
Got a pouch full of screams.
So the ogre nearest you reaches into that pouch and pulls out the oddest creature. It looks like some sort of humanoid figure, except it looks like a humanoid mushroom. And he pulls it out by its feet, and it's flailing to free itself. Clearly terrified, it's making the most unsettling high-pitched noises. You know, like when a cat catches a mouse or a rat. You know, and that rodent makes noises that are very pitiful and sad.
It sounds like it's like a mandrake scream.
Yes, kind of. And you watch as the ogre crushes that little mushroom form in his massive fist. Fluid now runs out of his fist, a greenish fluid. He holds it up over his mouth and heals himself.
Oh, it's an Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Hey, does that count as a Did that thing have a soul?
Technically, yes.
I'm
Although
kidding, I'm too far away.
Technically, it counts as a potion for him.
I'm just fooling.
The other one does the same thing, crushes another Myconid, and gains 28 hit points, which would be over its
Oh,
max. So he will just be at his max instead. Okay. That will be their turn. And Brynjar and Taj, you see him now release the crumpled, crushed body of that poor Myconid out of his fist, and it just lands crumpled at your feet with a horrified, pained expression on its face. Next up is Morgan.
Hey, that's me. Well, thanks to the coordination of my teammates, they're now too far away from each other for me to Phantom Strike them.
That
So-
sounds about right.
Well, I can still attack one of them. So this one looks like it's the most threatening right now. I'll use my bonus action to aim and try and hit him with my bow. 27.
27 hits it.
All right, that's 10 force damage, a sneak attack for an extra 26.
Oh.
And if these guys were within 30 feet of each other, the other one would take 20 damage, but he doesn't
But they are not.
because he's too far away.
They are not. They
But
had to
Morgan would if he could.
they had to reposition to adjust for the battlefield. All right.
Yeah.
Morgan,
I
this
lay one face down card and my turn.
is Pyre's turn. Brynjar, be thinking about what you want to do. You're up next.
Pyre's gonna spend half her movement to get up. And these damn kids are not helping. Let's see. Yeah, I agree.
Tell him, Libra.
Yep.
I'm just imagining that's one of the giant children moaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine that. So I'm going to. Damn, Taj is the only one dying. I'm not going to spend heal on my own character. That just doesn't feel. That doesn't feel.
Hey, I think your wife would do that for you. I'm gonna be honest.
We've watched your wife do it before.
I know, just not this early.
Well, I mean, you did F around and find out.
I was laying prone, very safe.
Clearly. Is that why you're down there now in a pool of blood?
Yeah. Anyways, so Pyre is going to. Damn. All right. I guess heal is the right call. So she's gonna cast heal on Taj. So 70 healing to Taj. At least the damage he took means that he gets to heal the entire amount. So he's nearly at full. And Taj will just end the web spell. He's like no longer thinking about it. And she's gonna bonus action have the spiritual weapon move over here and whack with it. Spiritual weapon. Bam. Nothing.
All right.
And she will spend 15 feet getting closer. And that's her turn.
All right. The children do not try to stop her as she runs past. Brynjar, you are up. Professor Wildiggles, you're next. Be thinking about what you want to do.
All right. I'm going to spend a superiority die to shoot, what's it called? To bait and switch with Taj Wallet if he so chooses to allow me to.
Yes, I'd love that.
Okay. Well, I didn't tell you that you were going to get the AC. I'm going to get the AC, but I'm going to switch with you.
Oh wait, I'm getting closer. Okay. Well, I'm
For
here
now.
now.
Just got
Okay.
completely conned.
Fucking
For
got
now.
him.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Dumb artificer, ha ha.
Roll my superiority die. Okay, so I now have an AC of 28.
Okay.
Jeez.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and
He's starting to believe.
Until when? The start of your next turn?
Hold on, let me click the thing.
Until the start of
Yeah,
your
it
next
does,
turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
next
Yeah,
turn.
that just makes sense. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and step up and start swinging.
Well, okay. So hang on. Your AC was 22, and now
It
it's
should be +6, so 22 to
28. That's stupidly broken. Okay. You're good. So yeah, your AC. You remember that because I'll forget it. That your AC is 28. Okay.
Okay.
15 does not hit.
I'm going to go ahead and expend my other superiority die. I have 2 left
Use them
to
all.
do
Yeah.
a precision attack. So just a second here.
I think you need at least a 4 here.
With an extra 2, that does not hit.
Tragic. Okay, that's fine. Moving on to my next attack.
Your halberd clanks impotently off of its plate breastplate.
Oh no.
13 does not hit.
He's all defense and no attack.
Brignard looks
No.
over at Taj and is like, I swear this never happens to me.
Right.
Taj just says, if you're going to move me, you should have moved me here. So you could have gotten around there, so you could have gotten an advantage. You baited yourself.
Yelling
Dirty,
criticisms at you while you
dirty meta. 14 does not hit.
You get bait and switch. That happens.
Does that end your turn?
I believe you can make one more attack as part of the haste action.
I can. I can move through a creature, right?
You cannot. You can only move through allies or other party members.
You can,
So there's no
but he's a
way for me
ghost.
to get over here into this opening.
No.
I was able to walk through the children.
They
Well,
are not
yeah. If you
allies.
wanted to
Not
walk,
enemies, yeah.
if you wanted to walk through the children, you'd have to go around, but you could
But
do
it's
that.
But it's a really
Okay.
long walk. I mean, are you willing to
I
do
have
that?
haste.
It takes forever, though.
Whee! I'm over here now.
5, 10, 15. I'm trying to figure out how much movement you'd have left. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'd
You
have
can actually
30.
take a lap around this guy.
You'd have 30 feet of movement after that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna disorient him and run in circles around him for a second, and then that's where I'll end up.
Okay. Does that
and
end
use-
your turn?
I get one more because of haste.
Oh yeah.
Get him.
Hey, look,
Yeah, I think that hits.
19 does hit. Another
Fuck yeah,
27 points of damage. All right.
Two. And I heal myself for 21.
Brynjar's blood is just so angry.
All right.
Oh,
Does
that's-
that end your turn?
Yes, it does. Actually, I have to take some hit points there because that was over my max. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Next up is Professor Will Diggle. Taj, you will be up next after him. Be thinking about what you would like to do.
Get him, Prof.
It's gonna go 5, 10,
Is he making helicopter noises as you run?
20. This is pitter patter. That's 20, 20, 30. Oh wait, no, he's only got 25.
Little legs.
Yeah. Let me just double check this.
I don't know if you want to start charging the spirit bomb or what.
That is another thing that will persist with whatever we do in the next campaign. We're not fully adopting D&D 2024, but the racial speed limits will still be in effect.
Take what we want.
Yes.
Okay, just double checking the distance here. I want to cast web.
Okay.
A repeat.
Yeah, and it's like right in here.
Okay.
It's hard for me to tell without it. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
Then, as a bonus action, the Dust Devil that I cannot see
Mm-hmm.
can move 30 feet. I believe it's right here. Is that right?
That's correct.
I'll put it like right there,
Okay.
so that if it wants to run away, it'll have to run back toward the other one. It's one square. Okay.
All right. Very good.
And that's the end of my turn because I got nothing else.
Now your hang on here. Let me think. This is concentration, isn't it?
They're both concentration, aren't they?
Yeah, you can only cast one concentration spell at a time.
Well, I
So
guess the Daredevil or Dust Devil's gone then, because
dust up. Okay. You are concentrating now on the web.
learning pains.
Very good. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up is Taj. After Taj will be Johan. Taj, what would you like to do?
I was gonna step here, giving friendship advantage to Brynjar, and he's going to get him. I'm actually quite curious. We're at this point where Firebolt does 3d10. What's more, that or that? Let's do the Star Missile and consider. Yeah, it's still better. So Star Missile right on the Ogre Watcher, and he's going to bonus action have Tart roll on over here. Can't get past the children yet. I think that is going to be it. Let me just confirm how far Tart can move. He can go do. 15 feet. All right, yep, that's it. So that's all he can move. Oh wait, he can move one more. So I guess he'll start going that way, trying to crawl around the side. He has a climb speed. I just never use it. And that's it. Enter.
All right. Next up is Johan.
Okay. I take it that darkness. I can't move the darkness at all. It has to be stayed put in a.
Does your darkness say you can move it?
I don't know. Hopefully, you guys.
No.
No, that's the thing. That's why I don't think I can. So what I was thinking about doing, so I can just drop concentration, so it can get rid. Because
Okay.
so it's just gonna go away.
All right.
That's the first thing. Okay. So and then the other thing is, let's see. So in terms of making a running jump here, so I was gonna go 5, 10, 15, and then right when I hit at this 20 mark, I'm going to try to make a leap off of here
Where?
to try to get down back on the ground.
Show me where.
So from so I'm leaping from here to that spot.
Okay, now you're
From
leaping.
that spot to see if I can get.
You're leaping on a grade. Remember, I told you this is more like an incline. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll let you jump down. You want to jump down here in front of these kids?
Oh, I want to try to see if I can get in front of the kids. Yeah, like right about here. See if I can get. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Trying to do a running jump to go see if I can.
Well,
Jump
with a running jump, I think you can still only jump as many feet as you have strength. Let me look at the rules real quick.
That's fine.
Let me look. Give me a second.
All right.
Give me a moment.
Fun fact, Brynjar with jumping 23 feet is still shy of the world record, which is 29.5 feet for a long jump.
You gotta get those numbers up, Brynjar.
Uh-huh.
Those are rookie numbers.
I'm surprised. Apparently the record was done in 1980, and no one's beat it since.
Yeah, it's still just up to your strength score. What is your current strength score?
19.
You can go 19 feet.
Okay, that's fine.
So let me look here.
Okay.
This would be further than you could jump to get behind the kids.
Okay. Okay. So I still would be behind the kids. That's fine. I think would just even if I
If
now the jump doesn't count because that the jump count as part of my
yeah, the jump is still gonna. Well, the jump doesn't count in feet towards your movement, so you can still make the jump, and then you'll still have
that's
however much
yeah, that's fine. Okay. Perfect.
movement you'd have left.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I got to roll for this, don't I? Let's see.
You have to make at least a athletics. Hang on, let me look at the rules again.
Athletics
Y'all are
check,
making me
yeah.
look shit up tonight. Crazy. All right.
I know.
DC 10 athletics check to clear a low obstacle. No, you don't have to make a. Well, you have to. I'm going to say that like you're going to have to make a athletics check. We'll say. We'll say 23. You're not a powerhouse Hulk like Brenyar is, but we'll
Plus,
say
I'm wearing plate mail too.
yeah
Yeah.
we'll say 23. 23 is going to be your the athletics check that you need to hit to land here on your feet.
Okay. Got it. Did it roll? Okay, 23.
Let me scroll down. All right. So you needed a 23. You got 23. You land
Mhm.
on your feet next to this dude. I am going to say that's all your movement.
That's perfect. Okay, because then I'm going to start swinging.
Okay.
Because let's go ahead here and let's see. So we're going to do the first attack here with the as he summons his blade. That's a
21. Yeah, 21 hits.
Get him.
Okay. Okay. It's 13 slashing damage, and then we're going to do second one.
17 does not hit.
Okay. Oh, that would have been did not hit. Okay. Very good. But I am more than satisfied with that. Because the next thing what I'm going to do is let's see. Yeah, I might as well, no. I'll save that for my next turn. All right. Okay, that one my turn.
All right. Next up, we're at the start of round 3. This is going to be the last turn. We're not going to go the full round because it's already 10 o'clock. So we will go with the ogres.
No problem.
And then after the ogres, it'll be Morgan's turn when we start next week. Does everyone understand that?
Sounds
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay.
Yep.
So our ogre friends, this one will try to make his saving throw. He has advantage. He, however, does not make it. He is restrained. Here's a good one for. There we go. He is restrained. He can opt, however, to make a strength athletics check against the spell save DC, which in this case is an 18 from Professor Wildiggle. And he will do that. Let me see here. Creature restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. So I'm going to have him make an athletics check. Needed to hit an 18, got a 22, or 27, pardon me. So he is going to move 5. He's going to sidestep the web to here. And he smiles at Johann. He backs up. Johann, do you want to make an attack of opportunity? You can if you'd like to.
I might as well
Okay.
because
Okay.
I mean,
You can just make the attack.
I mean, why not?
You can just make the attack.
Yep. Okay, which I hopefully will go through. 1 second.
14 does not hit.
There. Oh, it's a miss.
It raises
Dang it.
its
All right.
javelin-like glaive
Mm-hmm.
and launches it at Professor Wildiggles. Something just exploded around here, so give
Oh.
me just a moment to go check on that. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh,
It's probably
Okay.
a minor thing. It's no big deal.
sure thing.
Minor explosion. It's all good.
Didn't the
I
giant
mean,
use
it's
its action
timed
to
right when
free
he said
itself?
when he's throwing the javelin, there's a minor explosion. But let's see.
As soon as it
Okay,
hit Professor Wildiggles, he just spontaneously combusts.
I cast fireball outside George's house.
Thanks for the distraction, buddy. Maybe he won't remember when he gets back.
Uh, Let's see what was going on here with this. Okay, I was kind of wondering, because I mean, there was kind of I was thinking about doing something else, but I kind of thinking, well, that kind of sounds like some random bullshit. Because I have in here that one of these things that involves like moving somebody closer to you in a straight line. But does that also mean like moving up when it talks about a straight line? Since it was on a ledge, would that mean moving? But
You cut out a bit there for me, Mike. But I mean, it depend on the positioning, I think.
I did. Yeah, I think it's just. Yeah, because I mean, but because it says a straight line, but it doesn't necessarily on a because like on a surface. If it has to, it could be. It just says straight line. So I don't.
I think if it's like you're
that
talking about
can
one of the
mean-
Eldritch Blast
It can be.
options.
Alrighty.
Yes, because the one.
Alrighty, I'm back.
But
I don't-
yeah, it
I don't
doesn't
know
matter
what
now
that
because
was.
It's just like so because.
Am I good to keep going or
Do you tell us?
hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Can y'all even hear me?
We hear you, George.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. So he's going to launch that weapon at Professor Wildiggles.
Did he not use his action to break free of the web?
Yeah, but he's got. Oh, well, no, he makes 2 attacks when he's attacking. You're right. You're right. He is already. He's dead in the water.
Wow, wow.
But he would if he could.
Whoop.
I could try.
The other one will use its spear attack on Wildiggles. He's making a ranged attack and he's got people around him, so he's going to have disadvantage, but he only needs to hit an 11.
Dude,
Good God, we gotta get you some.
I thought Dave had low AC when he was still with the party.
Professor Wildiggle.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
shield's not going to do a lot of good here.
No.
Now
You're
the
getting yanked.
shield it would bring your AC up to 16. You watch as this glaive hurtles through the darkness of this cavern, hits you in the side of your body. You feel organs move as you take 21 slashing damage. Actually, in this case, it would be piercing damage. And then you are yeeted as it yanks the chain. You are yeeted down within 5 feet of the creature, of the
I think
ogre,
the technical term for a reverse yeet is a yoink.
and you are prone. Good news is that was only the first attack. Second attack,
Oh,
he gets advantage because you were on the ground in front of him. And he will attack with his glaive. But this time, instead of throwing it, he is swinging it around. The good news is that you are right next to Taj, so he will get to make a free attempt to see if he hits Taj. However, Brynjar is more than 5 feet away from you. He will not get to see if he attacks Brynjar as well.
He's got weapon masteries. He's using 5.5.
He is not. He is using a
mm-hmm.
he's using a trait called what is it?
Cleave.
It's something
Beak
similar.
swing.
It's something similar.
Yeah.
All right. So, advantage trying to bring that glaive down on Will Diggle. 16 hits.
That's just
You
That
could
sucks.
you could shield that.
No, because if I shield, then I have 16 hits anyway.
Yeah, it does hit anyway. I'm just saying if it makes you feel any better, you could shield it.
Yeah.
he has to roll a 4 to hit you.
You take
Could happen.
another
Yeah.
25 slashing damage.
That's a bonk right there.
As he is bringing that weapon through,
Oh my god.
after cutting through Will Diggle's soft meat on we'll say the right side of his body, arcing that blade over at Taj now at normal. 23 does not hit Taj.
I'm gonna
Thank
go ahead and
God.
use my reaction to attack him since he's attacking somebody who isn't me.
All right.
You have advantage.
27.
Oh,
Yeah, you do. You have advantage. Go ahead and
I do
roll
have it,
again.
so-
Go ahead and roll
Just in
again
case
in
it's a
case
crit.
you. Yeah. So you do 27 points of slashing damage. And as a bonus action on his turn, the ogre will pull out another myconid from its pouch, crush it, and drink its vile essence one more time, regaining 19 hit points. The other ogre on the other side does the same. Regaining 28 hit points. That would take him back up to his max. Now, Professor Wildiggle, let's see, how much damage did you take? You took,
Fair bit.
you took 21 slashing damage, and you took 25. I need you to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw and a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. This is to maintain your web.
Okay.
So you're looking for 11
the
and
one.
then a 12. Okay, so you got that one. So you have failed on the second attempt, and your web disappears.
Son of a bitch.
Good news is you're no longer concentrating on anything. Bad news is that this ogre is going to use its movement to waddle over here towards you. It wants to get stuck in with the boys.
What? It's good for Morgan.
All right, and that will end their turn. They have crushed their myconids. They are done with this round of combat. When we begin next time, it will be Morgan's turn.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
good.
already.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
why I put the web down in the beginning,
Damn.
so it didn't just close in and kill me.
I mean, they're doing better than the Hydra so far.
Well,
They are
well,
slightly
guess
better.
what?
And then next turn they're gonna start growing heads.
You're doing more damage than these things can heal, so
Uh-huh.
that's good.
That's
Oh, good.
good at least.
I was about to ask how many
Yeah.
myconids do they have in those pouches?
Enough.
They're very large pouches that
We
seem
don't
to be
know.
wiggling. Yeah, you don't know.
I'm gonna start attacking the pouches. What I'm gonna start doing.
Jesus.
Quick kill them before they
Jesus Christ.
murder them casually, sure.
Kill the poor little squirming little creatures inside. Yes.
They're just health potions, okay? That's how
I
we have to
mean,
look at it.
George said they have
They're
souls,
not
man.
people.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean,
They're not people. They're health potions.
they're a type of people, but sure, okay. They have their own culture. They have their own
Shh.
songs, their own religion. They worship the Queen of Fungus.
Stop. We don't need to know that.
As they're dying, they're like, "Wait, I have 7 children, and 2 of them are sick."
You're gonna die anyways.
We're all gonna die.
He's gonna squeeze your essence and drink you. You're gonna die anyway.
Trust me, I'll make it a lot more painless.
Good Lord. All right. We will see you guys next week.
So we
Alright.
learn about
Later, folks.
situational
See you.
morality.
Yep.
Ah.
Everyone have a good week.
All right.
See you, everyone.
Awesome. Guys,
Good
next
night.
time.
Goodbye.